There's a bird singing right now, but you can't see it. It's somewhere up in the trees and probably pretty small. It's definitely hidden, and it's repeating the same song over and over again. If you're like most birders, you just move on. But the best birders, they don't move on. They ID it right there, just by sound. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that too, step by step, using real-world examples, proven techniques, and a free app that makes this 10 times easier. I've also got a free cheat sheet that makes learning bird songs so much easier. More on that later. If you're only birding with your eyes, you're missing half the birds around you. Literally half. Birding by ear is super important because most of the time, you'll hear a bird before you ever see it, and sometimes you never see it. Hey, I'm Caleb from Better Birders, the channel that helps beginner birders get better one video at a time. Today I'm going to walk you through how to identify birds by their songs and calls, starting with step 1. And that is to use the Merlin Bird ID app. This is one of the easiest ways to start identifying bird calls today. So all you gotta do is download the Merlin Bird ID app by the Cornell Lab of Ornithology. It's free, and then you gotta use the Sound ID feature. All you gotta do is tap the microphone icon and then let the app record bird songs. It's very accurate, and it's gonna let you know exactly what bird is singing as they do it. This is a great way to not only identify birds by their song, but also learn how to identify birds by their song, as it lets you know what birds are singing, so you can stick that into your memory for next time. Step 2 is to start listening with intention. Apps are awesome, but your ears are your greatest birding tool, and the way to sharpen them is with intentional listening. Here's how to practice. Pick one bird at a time, and start with a bird that's common in your area, like a northern cardinal, American robin, or a house wren. Play its song multiple times a day using Merlin or allaboutbirds.org. Then go outside and try to hear it in the wild. Repeat this over a few days and your brain will start locking in the sound. Also, try to describe the sound to yourself. This is huge. Don't just listen to it. Give it some words. Is it like a clear whistle, a trill, or like a buzzy chip? Does it rise, fall, or repeat? You can also put it into words. For example, the American robin sounds like cheerily, cheer up, cheerio. Or the black-capped chickadee is chickadee. The tufted titmouse is Peter, Peter, Peter. And speaking of putting words to bird songs, I've put together a free PDF with mnemonics to 50 common backyard birds. It's completely free, and you can download it with the link in the video description below. I found that these types of memory tricks are super effective and really help when you're first starting out. Step 3 is to learn the different types of bird songs. Birds don't make all one universal sound. They can use different types of calls for different reasons. Here's the big ones. First one is songs, and these are usually more musical and complex. Males typically sing these during the spring and summer to attract mates or defend their territory. The next would be calls. These are short, simple sounds that are used year-round. This can include alarm calls, chip calls, or miscellaneous calls that few people can even recognize. And while it's possible to identify birds by these calls, for beginners, I would recommend focusing on songs for now. And a big tip for learning bird songs is to start in the breeding season, which is spring through early summer. That's when birds are the most vocal and the easiest to identify by sound. If you're getting value out of this video, then I would really appreciate it if you would tap that like button, as it helps this video spread to more bird song lovers just like you. Step 4 is to compare and repeat. Like any language, bird sounds are about repetition and exposure. Here's how to build your ear. You'll want to compare bird songs such as how the northern cardinal sounds to a house finch, because they're completely different, but if you're just starting out, you might not be able to notice all the different details, so you can play the northern cardinal in the Merlin Bird ID app, then switch to the house finch and just see if you notice any differences between the two. I'll give you a hint, there's quite a few, so maybe even try writing them down could be a great way to learn. You'll also want to compare pitch, volume, speed, and repetition. And here's one of the best tips I've ever come across when learning to identify birds by their song, and that is to watch the birds sing. If you watch the birds sing, it sticks in your head. And to give you a quick story on this, a couple of years ago I was birding behind my house, and I saw this Carolina wren pop out of the bushes, and then it started singing. And ever since then, as soon as a Carolina wren sings, I know exactly what is calling. And so just watching a bird sing out in the wild and just getting in the practice is the best way to master birding by ear. And so tell me in the comments, what questions do you have about birding by ear? I'll get back to you as quick as possible. If you haven't already downloaded the free PDF with 50 common backyard bird mnemonics, make sure you do that. The link is in the video description below.